Alright. Let's get to it. It's Friday. We are flipping. I'm just so excited to get stuck in. I can't remember what I said I was gonna do next. I'm gonna make it lighter outside. There we go. Now we can see. But yeah, I can't remember if I said I was gonna do another little job next or if we're gonna work in here a little bit. But I think for today, gonna work in here a little bit, and then maybe I'll start a job. And that might be the plan. But yeah, I think that's what I want to do. And I'm just trying to visualize this. Because I'm like, I was planning on working with the walls that we got. I think I want to do a few changes. First of all, I want to try and paint the ceiling. And as I do that, I'm gonna check in on you guys. If you're watching, how are you? How's your week going? Mine's been crazy. If you've been following over the last 2 episodes, you know I've been talking about how I'm starting to get seen for therapy after being in a long waiting lists. And I'm like in for the long-term therapy officially because they have to like see me in person, talk to me a bit first, and see if like this therapy was right for me and if we're going along with it, or if it wasn't right for me, is it not yet or is it not at all, blah blah blah. But like I passed the test. I would remain glad today, blah blah blah. Yeah, no, I'm very like, you know, full of excitement and dread at the same time. Isn't it great? Yeah, I still have like no idea what to expect for what's coming with like long-term therapy treatment, but we're doing the kind of thing where it's like you look at your past and see how you need to relate to that. 'Cause the other thing was like, how do you relate like to other people and looking at that. But because I've been dealing with depression and anxiety for so long, I'm like handling some of that stuff myself, you know, how you like interact with like other people in your life. You know, they were giving examples like, oh, you know, if you message someone, do you bother them every 5 minutes being like looking for a reply and all this and that? You know, it seems to be like an anxious sort of attachment to people and stuff like that. What's the other one? And I think like they were like, yeah, no, we think you're for the other one where you look at your past and you talk like that. So it's gonna be an experience for sure. Like I'm not totally looking forward to make all emotion. Like it's already been emotional as it is, just doing these little interview sessions. But I'm hoping that I'll feel like less pressure in these upcoming ones, like the little one-on-one sessions. Because, you know, I already know that I'm in and I'm not, like, about to be added to another waiting list or something. What is with the ceiling color? Does it just look like that? Did I use a different color than the white walls? Oh well. I mostly wanted to paint the ceiling so we can maybe get some light since we continue working through the night. So I'll open that up and then I'm gonna keep talking at you. Because I feel like, I don't know, cause I had no idea what it was gonna be like going into therapy and stuff like that. So I'm just feel like talking it here in case someone out there, you're listening and you're thinking about going to therapy and you have no idea how it's going to be like going in. You know, I can open your mind that you know what it's like. Or if you know someone who's going through it, you can maybe get an input about what it might be like for them going through it, sort of thing. That's the idea anyway. Right, interior decorating. God. It's late at night. I've left this like so last minute because, like I say, like the emotional draining is so real right now. I haven't felt up to much past couple of days, but I was like, I know I have much I want to talk about. let's see, for our master bedroom, what kind of lights do we want? Let me scan. I don't want something that's like too dusty, but I also don't want something that's like too boring. I should try maybe going to one of these ones with the covers and seeing if I can change the cover, change the style. Yeah, it looks like it's Granny Fuzz either way, with all the fringe and stuff. Those are so mid-2010s. The, like, round lantern. Paper lantern-esque. What if I can get this without the fringe? Keep it simple. Shade, pattern details. Nope. I really feel like there should be a bit, you know, to take off the fringe. Fringe is like a lot. This is very Unchained content here, lampshade shopping. I do like going through the lamp aisle at the B&Q though. Let's see. You know I'm weak for my green stuff. You know, this is just gonna be temporary anyway. Until we get our furniture in here and we know what we're working with. We need more white paint. Surface finish, paint, white paint. Yeah, I'm just kind of glad that this kind of like preliminary part of the therapy, like won't you get it sort of thing, is over and done with. Because I just had no idea kind of like what my next bit of time for the year was gonna look like if I didn't know if I was or was not getting that, or if I'd have to go and look for other solutions and everything. So now I feel like, oh, that's a little bit of weight off my shoulders. I can start thinking about things I want to do, which is many things. Like I want to create a new intro, outro for YouTube. I want to maybe redo my icon. I've said it before, I want to make like a VTuber model. But I'm not like, that's like so bottom of the barrel compared to like the rest of the stuff I want to do. That's like last thing on the list I want to do. Because there's also writing I want to do. There's comics I want to make. You know, the list goes on and on. So much I want to do. So little time. But now that that's one thing off my shoulders, it's like, okay, I can focus on other things. Another thing I've been putting off is like booking my next attempted driving test, which will be, like I say, it's just something I'm putting off because I was like, I want to make sure the therapy stuff was dealt with first. But now there's nothing stopping me. I should get that booked up, try again. I'm gonna try a different location because the primary location I've been booking my tests, I've only had 3 tests. But the location I kept going to, it's the most popular one, so it's like very difficult to get another one at all. Like it's one that everyone's buying up tests even if they don't need them, just in case, you know. So I'm going to go to one that's a little bit more out in the countryside, because they seem to always have space. I'll do some practice drives around there and hopefully fare better this time. Like, anytime I've done my driving test, the testers have said, like, all your techniques are down. You know, it's just, like, this one thing that threw you off. You know, like, you can't have, like, if you have one major, that's it. You know, like, a minor thing versus a major thing. And I've just had some unlucky moments that I think was just, like, down to test nerves. But I'm at that point where I'm just, like, so over it. I want to get it done, so I don't think the nerves will bother me too much with that anymore. I hope, at least. Oh god, look how awful the ceiling is compared to this one. Like, this one's not that much better, but this one looks a little bit rough. Yep. I don't think all of it needs to be done, just like a little bit of the edges. Did we have more paint on the roller? Alright, so therapy stuff, driving lessons, plans to get shit done in the new year. This weekend, oh my god. Total... it's like, on one hand incredibly funny, on the other hand a complete disaster and super embarrassing. Every week I play D&D with a couple of guys, and usually it's fun and fine. I made a bit of an error in this week's game. You know, I think I was a little bit distracted, and I didn't notice something and said something that pissed off someone we were talking to get information from. I'm not giving spoilers in case someone plays this campaign and it's like spoilery. It went really, really bad. My character got fucking nuked, and I was just really glad that like I didn't get the rest of the party totally killed, but I feel bad that like, oh, we missed out on a good source of like information here because they can't like go back and talk to her. That's a relationship that's definitely a burned bridge, and I feel really bad and really stupid. But, you know, it is a game and these things happen. But I was just like, I feel frustrated. But I would have felt like so much worse if the DM had been feeling really mean and killed everybody else. But I had like a fun time afterwards just discussing the encounter with one of the guys I play with, and we were saying how very funny that session had been up until that point. And I was having fun discussing like who my new character's gonna be, and a little part of me is like, I don't want to put him out there, he's my baby, what if he dies? But you can't be precious with it. It's the same with my art, I gotta not be precious with it and just put it out there and you'll have fun. So like, don't hoard up your D&D characters waiting for the right campaign to use them, just kick them out the door, let them face the world. That's how I feel about it. Anyway. Sorry, I'm just walking back and forth. Not sure what to do with myself because I struggle to do the paint and talk. Kicking of surfaces. Let's see. No, not that. Yeah, my controls mixed up again. I want to look at flooring for up here. Maybe something kind of light. Not like this side, but like maybe this. Let's see what patterns I can get. I need water as well. Oh, you got perk points? I didn't even notice that. Well, check out the perk points. Un momento. See, we did herringbone in the kitchen. Not sure about... Let me look at this. Is that bigger? I think that's kind of like nice. Could be nice to have a pattern floor. Do I want to change the rotation? Like do it on a that. I think that's a bit much. Let's do this. Let's do this. Get like at least 2 out. I need like clean walls, clean floors, so I can see what I'm doing. I was really hoping this would like pick up the light better, but we can put like another window in here or something if we want. I think it just needs a little bit more light. Yeah, I'm thinking about my next D&D character being a multi-class druid rogue. I think that could be very interesting, and that's been my idea for this character for a while. I always have a couple rolling around in my brain just in case you need an emergency character, like when you do something to piss off a very powerful person and they kill you in one shot. It's fair, it was 2 shots. My tough girl was hanging in there. But yeah. I had like a couple of characters, but this one seemed like it would fit well in the like Strahd environment. Like they were made for dark scenarios. Though they weren't inspired by like a dark character. I don't know if any of you out there are like from the UK or will know of this, but there was like a BBC short series I saw when I was very young called I Was a Rat, based on the book by Philip Pullman. And it's like about this boy getting taken in by this couple, and he says, you know, I'm a rat and stuff, and it turns out, you know, he's like one of Cinderella's rats that got turned into a coachman sort of thing. But he was like left human afterwards. A little like kids' fairy tale story going on there. And it's like a lot of the images in it stuck with me. And so I went on this. It was very hard for me to find it. I couldn't remember what it was called at all. It's just like, it's a boy who's a rat and he gnaws through things. That's all I can remember. I might want to bring this flooring into here. Yep. Might as well. It really does look pretty gray, doesn't it? Like, that's not something that's absorbing color well, is it? Like, it looks great where the sun's hitting it. I'm not gonna put a big sunroof in above this bed. I could put more windows, though. There's nothing stopping me from doing more windows. I'm thinking about to make this feel more spacious, taking down this wall a little bit. So this feels like, you know, you step upstairs into like, oh, my office area. And having like a door here that takes you into the master bedroom through the main way. Is it too much to... Yeah, because I don't want it to be like right at the stairs. But I do... You know, I think I'm going to fill this in and put like another door or archway here that takes us into the bathroom slash closet space. I think that's what I will do. Okay, I'm gonna fill up these walls and put one in here. Let's knock down the walls first. Do. Let's see. I'm going to the center. Alright. Yeah. Precision. Yep. Yep. A little bit. And a little bit. And a little bit. Nice. Okay, I want to look. Building. Where's the... Ooh. That's all the fun toys. Not what I'm looking for. Architectural elements. Decorative? Not quite what I'm looking for. Let's see. Yeah, I'm wanting an arch, but I want a big arch. But I might just have to get this and just only round out the door a little. Oh, can I make it bigger? Okay, bring that down. Bring it out. Oh, that's good. Okay. Leave it like that, and then... Oh! I didn't remember what size it was. It's perfect. I love it. Now let's paint up a little bit. Nope. Be down. Paint. Paint. Yoink. Down. Up. Hold. Grab it. Up. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. Yeah. Want to do my... I've been missing playing a druid and a rogue, and I thought it'd be fun to play them together. You know, my character's being based on this, like, rat boy character, and I'm gonna call him just Rat Boy. No name. It's long forgotten. You know, his, like, druid parents gonna be, like, adventurers who came in to fight off Strahd but didn't come back, and now he's stuck here wandering Bavaria. Bavaria? Where's it? We're in Barovia. Yeah, doing, like, small-time crime and scurrying around everywhere as a rat with, like, druid wild shape stuff. The only unfortunate thing is, like, we're only level 4, which honestly is like, our DM keeps saying to us, you can just run away. You don't have to face up against these things. You can just leave. You can just not interact. And we're like, yeah, we're only level 4. What the hell? We've been, like, playing up against some heavy hitters. But I also feel like, oh, I should interact with this thing because the DM put it here. He's put in effort, you know? And he's like, no, don't talk to that. Why you put it there? I'm like, what the? You put it in front of me. I gotta poke it. Building walls. Boom. 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 And boom. 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 Yeah. I could have, like, you know, just de-leveled and ported over some, like, I played a rogue and a druid separately before and done one of them, but I wanted to try doing the combo and see how that worked. I like doing combos. I've done, like, my druid was like a fighter and a druid, then I also had, like, a barbarian and bard. I seem to turn it back to someone who does 2 things, someone who does 1 thing, someone who does 2 things. I had an idea for a character who would be 3 things, but it just seemed like too much to juggle. Nice. But yeah, I gotta make some character art for my new boy, which is always my favorite part of the process. I haven't made his character sheet yet. I'll do that maybe this weekend. But I gotta draw him up. I've been excited. But I feel like a little bit out of drawing practice after the Christmas time. I've done a couple of sketch days here and there. I really need to, like, focus on it. If I'm not focusing on it, then my drawings just become absolutely abysmal. I was doing a few skull anatomy sketches, and the first few were fine because I was paying attention. The second ones I started, like, not the second ones, the next couple I started getting lazy and just like, was not anatomically correct. Even with the reference in front of me. Oh, more of this. Yeah. Nice. Okay. This flooring, I wasn't loving it, was I? We might change that soon. For now, though. Gets hands. Gonna grab these, put these in the... what will be the office space. I want to start looking at furnishings for this room. Look at my time. I'm setting myself like 45 minutes. This is gonna be one of those ones where I don't edit it down like I've been doing, which has been fun because I've been able to, like, be on here for an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes, and then get the video down to, like, under an hour or something. Which has been fun. But, like I say, when I've left it until, you know, Thursday evening, and I gotta edit it Friday morning and get it uploading on YouTube, then that's when I gotta hustle and maybe not spend ages editing down an hour long video, especially, like, if it's one like this where I'm chatting the entire time. There's nothing I really have to edit down. because I'm blabbering the whole time. But other ones where it's like, oh, as long as it's silence and nothing interesting happening, we can skip over. Man, this place is a mess. But yeah, this is going to be one that I just stick to doing about 45 minutes. And we're just going to get a couple of things done and get a little bit of chatting done. You know, I was saying my the therapy people, I don't know if I call them my therapists yet, like, that's another thing. I was so glad that one of the people, like, I was talking to 2 doctors, and one of them I'd already been speaking to is the person I'll be continuing with, and I was like, oh, thank God I don't have to, like, start dragging out my whole backstory again with, like, another person. Because it's so much to be, like, I know that part of the therapy thing is, like, I'm gonna have to be comfortable being vulnerable and opening up about a lot of stuff that I'm not comfortable with. Exactly. But I'm glad I don't have to do that with, like, another person, because I had to do that with the first person I saw who recommended me onto long-term therapy, and then I had to send them in, like, a written document about why do I need therapy and why I think it's gonna work for me right now, which was, like, a whole emotional thing, and then had to do these first 2, like, interview sessions with them, so I'm just glad I don't have to do it again. You know? What was I doing? Beds. Let's find this and then I'll blabber more. Yeah, I was saying to them that, like, I get, like, a mood boost during the week doing my Flipper videos especially, because I can chatter away, and I genuinely just have so much fun recording these videos, which I always thought I was gonna probably hate doing and not keep doing. I was like, oh, I'll probably start it and not be able to keep doing it because I'll probably hate it. I'll hate listening to my voice when I have to, like, edit it afterwards and do the audio checks. But I don't mind it at all. It really does just, like, bring a smile on my face, and it's just really nice to have someone that does that, you know? Right, what am I looking at here? Want a big old double bed, that's for sure. Oh, and we can just, there we go, now I can see them all on one screen. What if something like this, but we change the color patterns entirely? Base of this bed. I want it to give wood vibes for sure. Feel very light, but not white light. Slightly more yellowy. What is it with this one that keeps looking gray? That one's fine, okay. Pillows. Doesn't really matter what that is. Patterns? What patterns on pillows? Ooh, these are fun. But we can change the colors to something else. I'm not gonna do the same colors as the bathroom in the blue house. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. What do I want to do instead? Like, I just want to make everything green, but I can't do that. I refuse. Should get some blues in here. Blue and gold. Enough of this bit. Let's make that bit white. And this bit I want to make like gold. Yes, that's very cute. Duvet. I wish I could, like, you know, click and drag this over here or something. Let's see if I can remember. That's pretty close. And this was like, there we go. And then more faded yellow. Fine with that. You can make the mattress sheets like more of a deep green. Don't care about textiles, we can't even see them. Bright colors. Buy it. Now, is it going against here? Or is it going against here? Like, we don't need to have a wall that you can put a TV on at the end of your bed sort of thing. There's something up here maybe. But I prefer that, you know, than, you know, you being your head here and looking at this. This is gonna have a curtain or something over it. For now, it's just open. Why do I have this like this? Like, do I leave this here as just like, you know, an architectural detail that just happens to be there, makes the building feel a bit more real? Or do I take this wall out of it? I'm not gonna redo all that a bit again. It's just, you know, it can be left like it is. It's fine. We need to do something about these exposed bricks. But not right now. Oh, it's making me doubt myself. Like, oh, we should, put it like here. I wish we had one of those, like, round bed things. Like, I can imagine this, like, say if you put it over here, you can put something here nice, like painting or TV or whatever, and, like, in the hot summer months, you can have your door open, breeze coming across you. Like, I feel that. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right there for now. What else do we want to try and decorate this bedroom with? Oh, we don't have much time left. I gotta remember quickly. As I sip this water, is there anything else that I want to get off my chest here? In my, like, therapy, but not really therapy. Session. That's what I'm calling them anyway. Flipping is therapy, we all know it. Oh yeah, more things I want this year. I've already, like, a couple of months ago, I think around October time, got, I can't remember what it's called, graphics something to, like, help me record stuff that I'm playing on my Switch or my PlayStation, and I can record on my computer. So I need to do, like, some test runs of that, make sure that it works. Nothing worse than you, like, recording a whole session and then, like, the sound didn't work or anything like that, and just crushing. I'm looking for a store. So I need to test that so I can play more games. I need to play some more, like, one-off things I can throw up in the middle of the week. I've been missing playing action games. On top of everything else I want to do. Making comics and writing and everything else. Too many things I want to do all at the same time. Tables? We need a cute table by our bed. Like, I want something maybe that's giving bamboo vibes. Even though I know dusting's gonna be like a nightmare, but I'm kind of feeling something like this. Something that's giving shapes. For sure. Small table, console table. The other. What's in the other? Outdoor stuff. Alright. Small tables. I'm like, am I just going over to this because it's green? I shouldn't do that. Something that looks like it should go next to your bed. Like, sort of standing cabinet that looks like it would make for a good bedside furniture. Not particularly. I really wish this would be, like, sorted by room type that you were decorating. Storage? There we go. Now we're talking. Ooh, that's fun. That's vintage, baby. I definitely want it to maybe look lighter. What are the presets? something about that is too, like, IKEA furniture, kid's bedroom, very non-committal. Could keep this one, but oh, can I not, like, there we go, change styles myself. Get a bit more faded, lighter. Just see about the base. Details, I guess it's gonna be down here. Get it in a wood. Kind of some neutral tones to work with, like, whatever aesthetics we're putting in right here. Who on either side? Just in case you decide to, like, use different sides of your bed. Bring closer. I don't know, we might put, like, a bigger, smaller table over here or something that you can put your record player on. I've got that going on in my bedroom. Why not bring some of those elements in to here? Why not? Why shouldn't I? I think I want to add in a rug, and that's gonna be the last thing I do. And then we're gonna look for another job to do for when we get back in here. Yeah, God, I can't remember. I just start yammering, and then I have no idea what I've said already. I'm not even looking at what I'm clicking. I'm just going random places. You know what I'm excited about? I'm, like, a little bit excited, a little bit miffed. Because I don't drive yet. Trying to learn to drive. Cannot legally drive around myself. I'm still screwed with, like, relying on public transportation and stuff like that. I don't know if any of you out there have heard, but Markiplier's Iron Lung movie is finally coming, and it's gonna be now coming to a cinema near me. I didn't even know there was gonna be ones available in the UK, but he's been working hard, and people have been begging cinemas to get them have it. So that's coming to a cinema near me, but only, like, one showing, and it's like 10 p.m. I'm like, there's gonna be no, and it's like the middle of the week, so on a Thursday night. That is, like, not gonna work for me. Where are rugs? I know why I can't find rugs. Every single time I've had to go for rugs, I've had to type in, like, freaking carpet or rug or whatever. Carpet. Let's see what I get. Want a big old round rug. Ooh, wait, what's the presets? Let's just go throw in a nice screen for now. Oh, I don't mind that pattern on it either. It's like fun. I really want it to be even bigger. Something. I'm starting to get visions in my brain for what is coming here. We've painted a little bit. We've put in this archway. You know, we've got more of a blank canvas to come into. We're gonna work on this a little bit at a time as we go. And who knows? Maybe by bloody 2027, this place will be finished and looking how I want it to look. But for now, let's go and look here. Computer. I really want to get rid of this number one here. What is this? Big dream of a big family. Giuseppe Bracco. I don't know what I'm going to do. This accent. It's not an Italian accent. I don't know if it's an accent of any kind, but it's just where I went. Alright, let's read this. My family has just put all our savings into buying a building with multiple closed businesses. I'm so happy I convinced everyone to stick close for this, but before we can all fulfill our dreams, we need someone to clean the property and prepare each place. This is going to be very interesting. We haven't had, like, a conjoined beachfront property yet. This seems like it's going to be a nice, big, fun one to do, and I'm already jazzed for it. My active wife, Antonetta, wants to run a bicycle rental. My sweet son, Giulio, I don't know, dreams about his own pastry shop. My daughter Veronica won't give us grandchildren, but still wants to take care of a daycare. I fully get it, you know. Like I've heard the scene like about a lot of teachers, you know, they don't want kids of their own. They got like, you know, 40 that they already look after, and that's fine. And last but not least, my colorful sister Rita will help me with drummer please. The dream of my life, Pizzeria Andiamo. Wait until you see the logo. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, unless just listen, we've already seen it. You might want to get help with all of this work as well. Giuseppe Bracco. Listen, Giuseppe. I'm just gonna put on my headphones, plug on an audiobook, and it's gonna be done in no time. That's how I work. I like this, you know, imagining, you know, you go for a bike ride and then you're like, I've earned a little pastry sort of thing, you know? Maybe, you know, you drop off your kid at daycare while you get some alone time exercise on a bike done by yourself sort of thing. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's take a look at it. Again, I keep thinking, like, did I leave off any points of conversation that were important to follow up with? I don't think anything's important. Like I say, I'm just here to ramble, and you're here to have rambling on in the background while you do whatever it is you're doing on your fine weekend. Ba-doo-boo-boo. Look at this place. Woof. I'm excited to get in. Oh my god, broken glass. We haven't seen that before. That's really fun. Which place do we think is gonna be which? God, I could just imagine if your like daycare was right next to a pizza shop and your kid asking you every day, "Give me get pizza today, please. Every day, can we have pizza?" There's never anything like that. Oh my god, an arcade! Could you just keep the arcade machines? Oh, that'd be something. That's like something I wouldn't mind doing. Is opening up some place with some good classic arcade games in it. I want something that's like an arcade games, bookshop, tabletop game hosting, cafe, all of it in one sort of thing. The only thing I would include is a plant shop. I couldn't like raise plants that were to be sold. I would suck at it so hard. Ooh, let's go up the top. Just for a glance. Ugh, who put Sparrow here? One of the restaurants has got to make use of this. Like, you could make this look really pretty, you know, pizza date night, Italian music playing, the, like, you know, the little, like, round bottles with the twine around the bottom and, like, all the candle wax dripping down them. I like seeing those. Man, I'm like, I want to get, like, stuck in doing this, but, like, we really gotta finish up. I should go to bed. Like, I really did. I left this until absolutely last minute today. Because I just didn't feel about it like it until now, and then it's like, as soon as I start doing something like this, I'm like, yes. Yes, I want to do all the things now. Suddenly I'm full of energy. Yeah, let's just get a couple more. Just a couple more. But yeah, as I'm going around getting a couple little things here and there. I said it already, I'm gonna say it again. I hope that you've had a good week. And that next week's gonna be awesome. I really appreciate everybody who comes and checks out these videos every week. I hope you get a little something out of them. I figure some of you must because, you know, you keep watching them. I keep getting views on these videos. I don't know why exactly you find it so appealing. A glutton for punishment, a glutton for hearing me ramble for an hour every week. Unbelievable. But yeah, I feel like my videos stick around. We're gonna see if we get a few... Shh. It's fine, phone. Shh. See if we get a few new, more games starting this year. Hopefully I'll get putting some art content up. So much to be excited, so much to do. I swear, I'm gonna stop soon. Okay, no. I'm gonna stop here. We're gonna look out at the beautiful ocean. And I'm gonna hope that you all have a really nice week ahead of you, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye!